Good morning, Twin Flame Tribe. This is Johan Conradi bringing you another video today. I hope you're all well. We're well into the new year, and today I'm going to talk about the Twin Flame safe space. Now, as you all know, the Twin Flame journey is extremely difficult. It is fraught with ups and downs, triggers, whether you and your twin are together or apart. It doesn't really matter. The triggers are there. It goes with a lot of anxiety, a lot of emotional anguish, and basically the reason for this is to trigger your ascension, to help you to undergo an ego death through the process called the dark night of the soul, so that your soul can actually start shining through. Your soul is perfect. You and your twin share a soul. That soul is divine. It's a monadic construct. It is something that is singular, that has no opposite. It is pure, unconditional love, joy and peace. But to start living from that higher vibration, that higher version of yourself, you have to undergo this ego death, and that is through the process of triggering and mirroring. I've spoken quite a lot about that in previous videos. And all of that goes with a lot of anxiety. It is coupled with a lot of fear. It is a lot of anguish, and like I said, anxiety. So how can you curb this? Well, as you know, the ego is the mind that is creating personas to create an illusion of self. If you've looked at my previous videos and studied them, you would know that the ego basically thinks that it is you. In fact, it's not. You are your soul, and you have a body and a mind, or an ego, and the whole process of ascension is to break down the ego and to actually start living from your higher self and your soul. And now to do that, you have to go through this process of triggering, facing all the past traumas, all the past events that have caused you to think that you are your ego, or this persona that has been created over a long timeline, made up of your pain body, all the past events that had actually, which you think had defined you. In fact, it did not. It is just all the events that had created a prison for you. Being stuck in that prison, which is the ego, withholds you from being your soul, or being in your soul and living from that higher self space. So how can you curb this? Well, the answer is simple. You need to learn to live in the now, in this moment, to understand that everything in your life unfolds in this very singular moment that you're in at the moment. It is not defined by anything in the past. For the soul, there actually is no time. There is only the now. Time is actually a man-made construct. It is an ego-based construct. It is something that your mind has a memory, so it actually creates this timeline and history of everything that's happened to you, and it then convinces you in some way. It uses it as confirmation to convince you that you are actually the product of that timeline. In fact, you're not. You are just the product of a soul, which is divine and singular and unconditional love. And where you find that soul is only in the now. You can't find it in the past, you can't find it in the future, because the future hasn't happened yet. If we think about the future, it only creates anxiety and anguish. So stay out of the future. Don't think about what's going to happen between you and your twin. Is it going to work out? Is it going to fall apart spectacularly? It doesn't matter. And the only thing that really matters, and where you can connect, is in the moment of now. The past just creates fear. It creates the fear, and it creates that paralyzing feeling that you can't actually move on, that it's always been this way, that it will always be that way. And that actually then creates a fear, such a paralyzing fear, that many twins and many people overall actually become paralyzed and passive. So live your life in the now, find the beauty in every moment, really become connected and grounded into your environment. Only stay in the now. Teach and train your mind through meditation, to stop the chatter, to stop going to the past and reliving those experiences, whatever they might be. Stay in the now, listen to your heart, listen to your soul. It is through the intuitive voice of your soul that your life will be directed in the correct and right direction by God, and this is what you actually need to do. So a very short message for me today to you, just to remind you to stay in the now. That is the safe place for twins. If you're in the now, you won't be overcome by fear, you won't be overcome by anxiety, because in this very moment your soul will show you that you actually have everything that you need to be successful, that you have everything you need to live your life, that you have everything that you need to actually find joy and peace and love. And that is my message for you today. Guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Please go over to the website twinflamemissionsA.wordpress.com. There's a lot more resources for you guys there. There's a free course that you can download. There's many more videos on the YouTube channel, so please like and subscribe. There's a book that I've written about twin flame relationships and managing them successfully on Amazon. You can check that out on the website. And there's also a full-length video course. In that video course I delve into all these different aspects, and it is designed for twins to actually get their sovereignty back, to stop the paralyzing fear and anxiety that twins so often have to live with, and to actually embrace the love and peace and joy of your soul. Guys, have an amazing day, and I wish you a lot of love and light.